welcome back to another video. Happy New Year's. Today we are going to be doing a studio and rig rundown for the end of 2024. So this is my bedroom turned studio. As you can see, that is my bed, and over the past 2.5, almost 3 years, I've accumulated a lot of gear and shoved it all in here, as you can see. So let's go ahead and go over everything that we have in here, guitars and all, and we're gonna have a fun time doing it. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. We'll start over here at the motherboard. It would take way too long for us to go over every single thing I have on my desk, but we'll just go through a few. So let's go ahead and start at the center of operation, which is my studio desk. So everything is run off this MacBook Pro. It's a 2021 model, I believe. And this Universal Audio Volt 2 interface is going into that. The output is going to 2 Yamaha HS5 monitors. These are really nice monitors for the money. They're so good and articulate. Treble and bass response is fairly good, and they're really good all around monitors for the price, for sure. Then everything that needs to be powered over here is powered by this Furman M8LX power conditioner. So this is super nice. It has about 12 outputs on the back of it, so that's really helpful. Over here I have this Arturia Keylab. I believe it's a 61, yes, 61 key. And this is a really nice keyboard. It's really good, it doesn't feel cheap, but it's also not the most expensive of keyboards, but it gets the job done, and I think it does a really good job. Really like that. So then my MacBook Pro is going into this LG monitor. It's not the best monitor in the world by any means. It doesn't look good. You can't even tell what you're doing unless you're using Logic, but I don't edit on here or do anything else, so it works perfectly for me. And then over here on this side table, we have my record player. This record player is very nice. It sounds incredibly good. We have some records down there. And then these monitors on the inside of the Yamahas are the PreSonus Aris 3.5s. And these are the best monitors you can get for $100 or under $100. They sound so amazingly good. I highly recommend them if you're looking for a cheaper monitor solution. Over here I have not incense, but just some essential oil in there, probably lime, I think, and a little plant, succulent. And then over here I have these Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs. These are incredibly good headphones, kind of like the industry standard, so I'm really like those. And then I have some more casual listening headphones from Skullcandy. These are really nice too. Ultraviolet light, because I use Luminlays, capo, and Magic Keyboard and Magic Trackpad. And that's pretty much it over here. Have a mountainous pile of picks of all different kinds, and hydrometer over there for keeping the room at some safe temperatures and humidity levels. And that's pretty much it over here. Let's move on. So in this corner I have my acoustic hanging up, Sonos speaker down there. I have another one across the room I'll show you. Then I have my mic stand, one of my mic stands. I can just pull this out here anytime I want to play something. Then up here I have some tour posters and stuff like that. Fill that in eventually. And then over here is where I film most of my videos, where I'm sitting here talking at you. So I'll move a chair right there. Then I have 2 studio lights. I replaced this bulb the other day with a warm yellow one, which I'm liking so far, so we'll see how that looks in just a minute here. Then one more light over there, along with a tripod there. Can switch between different cameras. This camera is my B-roll slow motion kind of shot, my secondary camera. So if I'm showcasing something over here, I'll usually split to a second shot from that one. Really good camera. Then over here I have more guitars hung up, and ignore the wall, please. I'm in the process of planning to repaint it. There were some adhesives hung up there a while ago, but those are down and they ripped the paint off, so we have to redo that soon. And then as you can see, my guitars are all on hangers that are put up on these long pine boards. The reason those are there is because I had a few instances where hangers wouldn't stay up with drywall screws, so this was the solution, drywall screws. So this is the solution, and it's working out well so far. Over here is my window seat, and I have 2 storage drawers. Over here, this one is mostly cables, so I have guitar cables, like TRS, mic cables, XLR, patch cables, power cables, extra guitar straps. Then in here I have extra stuff. Ooh, there's a sneak peek of a future video project. No more. But that should be fun when we do that eventually. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So now that we've done most of the room, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a rig rundown and go over some tools and parts I use. Let's do it. So now let's go ahead and do a little rig rundown. So I have probably too much gear for what I do right now, but let's go ahead and go over some of it. So the first thing is this Boss Cube Street EX. Yeah, that's what this one's called. This is the Boss Cube Street EX. I use it for busking out when I'm in Utah. There are some of those videos up on my channel if you want to go check them out. And it's been really good to me. It sounds really good. It works well with my guitar and my effects and my mic and backing tracks and everything. So I really like this amp. It's very powerful too, very loud. We have a Fishman Loudbox Mini. I use this for acoustic and vocals when I'm at home. It's a good amp. It's probably from the 2000s, 2010s. My grandfather gave this to me. It's a very nice amp. I don't know if my table can support it, but it's a Ampeg. Oh, do I know? It's a BA108. It's a good bass amp. It's been good to me. It's probably good 28, 30 pounds or more. And finally, the big one, Line 6 Helix LT. So this from Line 6's Helix family. It's the less advanced version of the Helix, but I actually prefer this to the Helix because it looks nicer, and the Helix is just too crowded for my liking. I have some sandpaper on the expression pedal just for grip. All my presets are programmed into it. I have different, it allows you to make different set lists, so I have different ones of those. You have all inputs, guitar in, another expression pedal, return, send, XLR out, 1/4 inch out, whole thing. And it's a really nice multi-effects board. Line 6 is not known for being a good brand, but the Helix products have made me really happy, and I really enjoy this board. It works really well. I gigged with it all summer. I got it in May, and it's been good to me so far. So, very happy to keep using it. So, over here, hopefully the camera will follow me. The light's in the way. Over here is my wall of stuff, and this has been really nice. It's a bunch of shelving units with gear on it, and it's been really nice to have to store everything. So I'll get a few shots of that, and then let's go over some stuff. So first off, we have these 2 units of storage for smaller items. So have screws and parts and anything you could ever wish for. Switches, got knobs, got anything and everything in here. Pickups, everything galore. Continues down here. Strings, capos, slides, pickups, wire, whatever, anything. So first off is our great bucket, almost fell, great bucket of pick guards. So strap pick guards, telly pick guards, back plates, everything you could ever want. Loaded pick guards. I have a lot of pick guards, all different configurations. I mean, it goes on and on. It's getting a little out of hand. Plus, most of them are black, so it's a little bit selective. But that's getting a bit out of hand. So let's go to the next thing. So then we have our maintenance stuff and such. So got these Music Nomad nut files, just diamond coated nut files. Then Music Nomad feeler gauges, I'm gonna assume. Yep. Using Nomad feeler gauges, action adjustment, truss rod adjustment, and such. And these 2 things just arrived in the mail. So some lubricant, tuning lube, and Nomad tool set, some cleaning equipment. Neck cradle, which is just cork. Then we have my cleaning bucket. So just got this yesterday too, this 16-ounce giant bottle of this, just a big bottle cleaner, so I should not run out for a very long time. Dunlop cleaner for the fretboard, gets grime off. Carnauba wax, coconut oil, fretboard moisturizer, it's petroleum Tisle-Tates conditioner. I use the coconut one and the lemon one more. And the string cleaner and conditioner, don't use that a ton. Bunch of cloths, microfibers, peg winder, which I rarely use. Here I have 2 big tool buckets. Everything's kind of just thrown around in here. This is more my electronic bucket over here. They're not even in frame. There we go. Kind of more my electronics bucket over here, and then this is just generic stuff. Tape, pliers, drill jig, like any random thing, screwdrivers and wrenches, and more practical all-around tools that are used for a lot of things. Then we have electronics, so copper shielding, electrical tape, some wire cutters, stuff like that. And what's next? Guess camera gear, right? Just now realizing these buckets are such a mess. So got some protective stuff, battery charging, all of that. I have a GoPro Hero 10 Black. It's really good camera. I do action sports too. I've filmed some of the videos for this channel on this, but not a lot, as it's not good for that. I'm thinking of making the switch to Insta360 soon. Then have lens filters for my Canon. I really like a lot of these filters. They look very nice. And then adhesive clips, sun visors, tripods galore. I have way too many tripods. Tripod, bigger tripod. The camera that you're looking at right now is standing on a tripod. This camera over here is standing on a tripod. Endless tripods everywhere. And then I have some ND filters for my newest camera, the Osmo Pocket 3. Yes, I caved in and bought that. It's very good so far. And then a bunch of GoPro batteries, probably have 10. And that's pretty much it for my camera obsession that's going on. Microphones, don't have a ton to say about this one. I have an SM57 over there. That's an SM58, both high quality microphones for $100 each. They're super good. I have, what do I have in here? An Audio-Technica AT2020, and I have a Sennheiser somewhere in this room, and another Shure. I'm not sure what the other one is. Now, get a sneak peek of the upcoming Warmoth build. If you haven't seen that unboxing video yet, I will put it up there, and you should definitely go check that out. Got an Obsidian wiring harness. That's a sneak peek, along with a few packages from a company called Geiger. And now we come to this, which is my in-ear system. As you can guess, I'm not a professional touring musician, but I do play quite a few gigs, and these are much better than a real monitor. So I have this system from X5. It's been pretty nice, not too much interference from anything. I used this for most of the summer when I was out busking too. And then I have Shure IEMs here, these blue ones. Those are really nice. We're almost done. I think we should go ahead and move on to instruments. What do you say? So let's start out with what has been my main guitar for a while. This is my Ibanez 1270 RGT 1270 PB. Only Ibanez model name that I fully remember. But I've had this guitar for almost 2 years. 2 years in February. And I've played it, and I've slightly dented it, although I take very good care of my instruments, so it's not too tiny dents. I've glossed it out by playing it. I've buffed the finish so much that it looks glossy, especially on the back of the neck and the sides of the fretboard. Just posted the video about upgrading it, so I'm going to put the link to that up in the corner too and down in the description. And I'm really happy with how it's sounding right now. It is an Ibanez bass. It is the SR400 EPBDX in Tropical Seafloor Gloss, I want to say. It's a really nice finish. I don't know. Hope the camera is capturing it well. There. It's really nice bass. I have DR's neon strings. Show you what those look like under black light. They glow. It's really cool. It's pretty neat. I like those strings a lot. Alright. This bass has active pickups, and the neck is super thin, so really like to play it. It has a nice koi fish strap. Next up is my Taylor 214 CE. It's a really nice acoustic guitar. I'm gonna say it has a mahogany neck, an African ebony fretboard, Sitka spruce top, rosewood back and sides. I think I'm right about that. I think so. It's a really nice sounding guitar. It's got a tortoiseshell pickguard, fake tortoiseshell pickguard, ebony bridge, I believe, and it's a really, really nice acoustic guitar. I love this thing. I can't tell you a lot about this guitar, but what I can tell you is it's from around the 30s or 40s. vintage Harmony 4-string, tenor 4-string. It sounds really nice when you can get it in tune, but the tuners, that was a slight turn, it's really hard to get in tune. But it's a really nice guitar. It's from about the 20s to the 40s, and I've talked to Harmony before. It's worth a few $100, maybe up to $1,000, but they don't really have much information on it. So I fixed it up a little bit, but it's not great, but it's also a really nice sounding guitar. So next up we have my custom ice blue metallic Telecaster. Built this in September. The video for it is right there. It's a really nice guitar. Really happy with how it turned out. Roasted maple neck, telly body, belly contour is the best part about this. And Fender noiseless, ultra noiseless pickups. Has a really nice sound to it, and I love this one. This one is a super pretty guitar. And as you can see, I have these new backdrops over here on my desk. Just painted those the other day. They're acoustic panels, but those are super nice. Then as I crawl over here precariously, come to grab my other custom parts caster. Oh, I was knocking the camera, I think. Other custom parts caster. It's black and gold. From Going. This black and gold custom parts caster. It's a Squier 7/8 body, not a 7/8 body, sorry. Slightly thinner, like 5 millimeters thinner. And this guitar plays super well, stays in tune perfectly. It's really nicely set up. Strap is quite squeaky, locking tuners. Really, it's just single. DiMarzio Super Distortion. Really nice guitar. I'm selling this guitar right now. I have a pretty good deal on it. It's much less than it should be on Reverb, so I'll put that link in the description. Make sure to go check that out. And it's a really cool guitar. Really happy with how this one turned out. Plays super well, so if you're interested in a really nice playing parts caster, make sure to go check that out. And well, that's all my guitars. Don't have anything else to show. Next up, we can just do a few final cinematic shots. I hope you guys have a happy new year and have a great start to your 2025. I'll have some new videos, including the Warmoth Dream guitar build, out in the next couple days. I really hope you guys enjoy them. Make sure to go down below, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any video suggestions, and I will see you soon.